Hello, guys, and good morning, and welcome to the show. Today is November 14th, 2018, and listen, Bitcoin's taken a little bit of a beating. The reason why has got everything to do with what the central banks are doing. The central banks on Earth right now are in a coordinated effort doing something extremely foolish that they're never going to get away with for very long. They're doing something called tightening. That's what they call it, tightening. Honest to God, I'll tell you what it's like. It's like a really fat lady saying she's going to go on a diet tomorrow morning. And when the morning comes, she quits eating. I mean, she weighs like 600 pounds. And she's one of these people that are like on that show, you know, that show where all the, I think it's on TLC, where they have My Fat Life or something like that, or I can't remember what's the name, or My 600-Pound Life or something like that, right? She's like one of those people. She decides she's going to lose all of her weight night before. She's enthusiastic, and she goes on this diet, and she stops eating, right? Stops eating altogether. How long is that going to last? Until 2 o'clock in the afternoon? And then she goes on, because she's starving then, she goes on a super big binge, bigger than normal. You know, that's the way with what the Fed's doing right now. But as long as they're tightening, as long as they're out there doing it, they seemingly getting away with it, withdrawing the liquidity out of the system. Then all of these things, just basically things, all the way across the board, everything you could label as things, are going to start to be reduced in price because the economy is being drained of its liquidity to pay for these things with. So, but this process is not going to continue very long. When we get on the other side of this, when the Fed goes back to stimulus, the dollar's going to die at that point, and we're going to go into slowly go into our hyperinflation. The hyperinflation is going to be rocket fuel for the cryptocurrencies. So we got to wait through this period, the silly little period that we're in right now. And what is this doing to the Bitcoin markets? Well, let's take a look. Let's open up the charts right here and take a look at what it's actually doing to the cryptocurrency markets. This little period that we're in right now of them withdrawing liquidity. If we take a look right here, we see Bitcoin falling right now as we speak. We see money coming out of it. But now, don't worry, because I'm going to tell you what. Even though we're going down in price, look at it as a buying opportunity, and I'll tell you why. Is because there is limits to how low this is going to go. And these people out there say, oh, Bitcoin's going to go down to nothing, be free, and all this stuff. That's a bunch of malarkey. Yes, the price is going to see reductions during this period, but actually, when the real trouble comes and the stock market starts to fall, they might actually turn into cryptocurrency. There is that entire possibility. But we're going to see reductions in price. We're in a bear market. Cryptocurrency's in a bear market. It's been in a bear market for a while now. And we're going to continue to be in this bear market until we're not anymore. And that's when it's really going to shine. Just remember, cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, was only 200 bucks back before this last big bull market. Just remember that. And so if it goes down to 2,000, that's still 10 times higher. You know what I mean? And so let's not forget the gains that we've made in the past. These gains are going to be again reflected into the future. We're going to see those gains come back. But it's not going to be until it's proven that the Fed cannot complete this quantitative tightening schedule and withdraw $4.5 trillion from the economy. That's what they're trying to do, by the way. They're trying to withdraw $4.5 trillion worth of liquidity from a dead economy. From an economy that's been dead for a long time. The whole thing rolled over in 2008. The system died back then. And they're trying to withdraw $4.5 trillion worth of liquidity from that dead system? What do you expect's going to happen? Okay, so let's move on with cryptocurrency market capitalizations here. What we're looking at is $204 billion. Now, we were up to $219 billion just a couple days ago. We're back to $204 billion. Bitcoin dominance, 53.2%. We're seeing very discouraging numbers all across the board for people who are invested in cryptocurrency. But I'm going to tell you what. You do not incur your loss. Say you've bought in before, and a lot of the people that watch my channel are holders in cryptocurrency. You do not incur your loss unless you sell. Because these cryptocurrencies could go way down low. But if you hold all the way through that, and then they come back up the other side, they will pass the point where you bought in. They'll pass that point if you hang on to them. But what if you sell at the bottom? What an idiot you are if you sell at the bottom. And then they go back up again. And you're sitting there, you said, I had those coins, but I got scared and I sold them. That's what I did. I'm not an idiot, but back before the big rise in Bitcoin, back when it was not so popular and stuff, it was honest to God looking like it was going to die or go down to almost nothing. It was doing like it's doing right now, just constantly down, 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 down. And I got discouraged after a while, and I transferred my Bitcoin over into silver. I had a little bit, and I transferred it over. And I'm sorry I did so, because that little bit, now, when it went up to 20,000, that little bit got magnified a lot. So, anyway. Let's take a look at what's going on here with these central banks and Marine Lagarde. She's saying now, like, see, they can see it. They can see it. The central banks of Earth can see it right now, that they're on the short end of the stick. That the money that they're creating, that they're able to create, the fiat monetary system, is in big trouble, and that's why they're talking about doing a change themselves and trying to get in on some of the action on cryptocurrencies. It says the head of the International Monetary Fund, Christine Lagarde, has raised the prospect of central banks around the world issuing their own digital currency. See, they're going to try to imitate the cryptocurrencies. That's what they're going to try to do. They're going to try to imitate because they're scared. They can see that they've mismanaged the fiat monetary system. And they can see that this transfer could take place over into a digital monetary system, and they want to be the owners of that because they've been the owners of the fiat monetary system all this time. They want to basically transfer their own ownership over into the cryptocurrency space, and so by issuing their own digital currencies. So here they are. They want to issue their own digital currencies. It says, speaking at an event in Singapore this morning, the BBC reported that Mrs. Lagarde addressed concerns raised by regulators over the growth of digital currencies such as Bitcoin, which allows for unregulated and anonymous transfers of value between digital wallets, leaving the door open for criminal uses. See, they're resorting to that. They're going over there and saying, oh, it's for criminals and stuff. Well, you know, the biggest thing of choice for criminals for the last 100 years has been cash, U.S. dollars. It's been used for criminal activity worldwide just tremendously, more than anything else. I don't see them trying to shut the door on the dollar. Yeah, these are the real crooks. These people here are the real crooks. These central banks and the heads of the central banks, they're the real crooks. It says, in her conference address, Lagarde noted that society around the world will need to respond to the rise of non-cash payments as a result of the digital economy. I believe we should consider the possibility to issue digital currency, she said. There may be a role for the state to supply the money to the digital economy. See, that's what they're going to try to do. They are going to try to imitate cryptocurrencies with their own system. But I'm here to tell you that their own system is ultimately going to fail in the end. Why it's going to fail is it's going to be just another new version of the same old thing. The cryptocurrency that they create is just going to be a cryptographic version of fiat currency. All it's going to be is fiat. See, the cryptocurrencies that are out there right now, these free cryptocurrencies, are not fiat. Like Bitcoin is not like fiat. An awful lot of people out there get confused and they say Bitcoin is just like fiat. It's not. Fiat is unlimited in quantity, unlimited in supply. And these cryptographic currencies like Bitcoin are very limited in supply, and actually it's even getting worse. It's so limited in supply. Bitcoin is. When they try to recreate Bitcoin themselves, the central banks, what they will do is they will create a coin where they are able to control the supply with the push of a button, just like they do with fiat. That way they can corrupt their new system of digital payments just like they got their old system. They mismanaged their old system to make themselves rich and for their own criminal uses, because that's what they are. They're a bunch of criminals. They will mismanage the new digital payment system that they create just as bad as they mismanage the old digital system. And what that'll do is the cryptographic currencies that are set in motion that are not unlimited in supply, like Bitcoin and these ones, the people will flock to them. What she's talking about doing right here, creating the central banks creating their own form of Bitcoin, like copying Bitcoin. This could actually slow down the transfer into the regular cryptocurrencies, the good cryptocurrencies that are unregulated, the ones that we have right now. This could actually slow down the transfer over into these, because basically what they're doing is they're going to create a lot of confusion out there in the marketplace. People are going to be saying, oh, gee, I don't know if I want to buy Bitcoin. Maybe I'll buy this new cryptocurrency created by the central bank instead, because it is more regulated and owned by the central bank and guaranteed. You know, so they'll go over and buy that instead of buying Bitcoin. But after a while, what you're going to find happen is that the central bank corruption is going to creep into their new cryptocurrencies, and they're going to mismanage them just like they mismanage fiat. So that's where we're going with all this. They're going to wage war back. Did we really believe that we could actually create a currency that's separate from the central banks and not have them interfere? Here's the response from the central banks right here. This is what they're going to do. They're going to do what Christine Lagarde is saying here. The central banks around the world are going to issue their own digital currencies. This is it. And they're going to have to do it fast, because if they don't do it fast, the cryptocurrencies are going to take over. So they're in a war. They're in a war against the cryptocurrencies, these guys right here. They don't want to let the cryptocurrencies gain all of the market share of all of the world's everything. They want to put their foot in the door, basically, and they want to stop what's going on. Anyway, listen, thank you guys for listening. Like and subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next show. Bye-bye, guys.